What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's lesson, we're going to be taking a look at a newer band. Well, I guess they've been around for a few years now, but they just dropped a new single. They're called AMH, Adam and the Metal Hawks, and the new single is called Wrong Time of Day. They just dropped this one last Friday, and it's just a phenomenal song. They've got really cool backing vocals. It's a really catchy hook to the song as well. So I figured I'd give this one a go, teach it for you guys, and see if it's something you'll enjoy. And if you haven't checked these guys out, please do. You'll probably recognize them from some of their viral reels that have blown up on TikTok and Instagram. But alongside being really good content creators, they're also phenomenal musicians. So highly recommend checking them out. Today we're taking a look at their latest song from their catalog. So first off, you're tuned a half step down for this one, so make sure that you do that prior to trying to play this, otherwise it won't sound right. So E flat standard, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. And then you'll start off with this kind of cyclical riff, which I think is really cool. It's such a cool way to start the song. So I'm palm muting with my right hand here. So you're going to be playing between your G, B, and E strings. So palm muted G, 3rd fret B, 3rd fret E, then 3rd fret B, then 2nd fret E, then 3rd fret B, then open E, then 3rd fret B. And your second finger is going to stay planted on that 3rd fret B the whole time. And now your 3rd finger for this next part is going to come down on the 4th fret of your G string. So now you're playing G, E, then 3rd fret E, then your B, then 2nd fret E, then B, then open E, then B. And as you see, your 2nd finger is still anchored the whole time in this riff. So if you just leave it there and you put your other fingers down, then it makes things easier. You won't be having to find so many spots for your fingers. Now this is where your fingering changes a little bit. So your planted is going to be now your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret B. And then you're going to use your 1st finger to hit 2nd fret G. And so those two are planted. So G, B, then 3rd fret E with your pinky, then back to your B, then 2nd fret E with your 2nd finger, then back to your B, then open E, then back to your B. So. 3 of the 4 parts of this lick are completed now. Now this last one's a little bit tricky because it changes up the pattern a little bit. So you're going to plant your 1st finger, 2nd fret G, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret B. Just like it's an A major chord. That's essentially what it is. So you're going to play G, B, E, then back to your B. And your E is going to be open this whole time as well. So G, B, E, then B. Now your 3rd finger is coming down on the 3rd fret of your B. Then your E. Then your 3rd finger comes off. And you just pluck your 2nd fret there. And then your E. So. Now everything all together slowly. 3, 4. And so you don't actually play that 4th part of the lick in this part. It will come back in at the ending. I just wanted to put it all together so that when we revisit that later, you guys will remember, oh, yeah, this is the 4th part. So the intro. So you're going to play that same position, the 2nd fret G and B, and you just hold it for the intro. For the ending, that's where you actually play it I just wanted to teach it all at once. So then you go into your verse lick here, or your verse riff. So it's going to sound something like this. So it essentially follows the vocal line, and it's done in octaves. So it'll be 2nd fret A, 4th fret G, and you're muting the D string in between. Just like that. So it's kind of tricky, but use your first finger here to mute that D string. So you'll play the octaves together, and then you're palm muting the A string note. And then you slide that position up 2 frets. So 4th fret A, 6th fret G. And then quickly to your 5th fret, and you go up 1 fret. 5th fret A, 7th fret G. And again, for rhythms, it follows the vocal line. So if you kind of get that vocal line tune in your head, then it should be easier to follow along with that. So you're here. And you're, again, palm muting that A string. Then you go up another 2 frets. So 7th fret A, 9th fret G. Then up another 2 frets. So again, this is another quick one. So 7 and 9, and then 9 and 11. And then you slide all the way down to your 4th fret A and 6th fret G. Just like that. And then you're going to go, this is where the octaves kind of break off. So you start with all this. And now it breaks off. So when it breaks off, you go to your 3rd fret E, 2nd fret E, and then E power chord, open E, 2nd fret A and D. And again, you're palm muting your open E here. And then you go to your A power chord, which is just moving that same position, just up or down 1 string. And then you'll play the A power chord once, and then a palm mute in between, and then A power chord. And then you go back to this octave thing. Except this time at the end of it, when you get here, you're not going to go back to your A power chord. You're just going to stay hovering on, or I guess hovering on that palm muted E. It'll sound just like that. And so what you're doing is you're going to your G major chord, 3rd fret E, 2nd fret A, open D, G, 3rd fret B, and 3rd fret E. So you're kind of palm muting the bottom notes. And then on the 3rd downstroke, you're playing the whole chord. Just like that. So that happens twice. And then you switch to this D chord position. So open D, 2nd fret G, and 3rd fret B. And same thing. 1, 2, down, 1, 2, down. And then you get to your A power chord here, which is open A, palm muted, and twice. And then the power chord is 2nd fret D and G. And so this one's a little bit different from the other two in the sense that you go 1, 2, chord, and then 5 times downstrokes, you're going to play the power chord. Just like that. And then it goes into the chorus. Now for the chorus, again, it's kind of a cool cyclical pattern in a guitar part. Now I'm sure there are parts where it's just the chords. But from what I'm picking out, there are notes that are accentuated within these chords. So that's essentially the chorus, but you can hear like the chords are not just played like they're separated, they're broken apart. So your first chord is going to be a G chord. And so what I'm doing here is I'm kind of strumming down the chord, the bottom half of the chord first, so the top 3 or 4 strings. So like E, A, D, and G. And then I'm playing like my G string, and then the E, then the B, then the G. And so this chord here, what I'm doing is first finger on your 2nd fret A, and then 4th fret D with your 3rd finger, 4th fret G with your 4th finger, and then 3rd fret B with your 2nd finger. And what I'm doing here is A, D, G, E, B, G. And then here it's that D chord without your E. So open D, 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B, and then open E. Then back down, B, G. And then I just go to the A power chord. And you can play that one broken as well. I tend to play that one all together, like as a solid chord, just because you're going into this lick right after that chord. So I want to be ready to jump into that. So you've got... And for the A power chord there, I'm just going down, down, up. And so that repeats itself. Oh, I forgot to show you the lick that wraps it back around to the beginning. So what I'm doing here is on my A string, I'm sliding from my 4th fret to my 5th with my 3rd finger, then 4th fret A, then open A. And then, so that kind of goes through the chorus, and then it goes into a whoa part where everybody's just kind of doing gang vocals. And again, it's the same exact chord progression before it goes right back into another verse. So that's where I'm going to end off the video here for you guys on YouTube. For those of you that are new here, I do have a Patreon page, and what that does is it just helps support me more as a creator. And I post half the lesson here on YouTube. You guys can get a taste for what it is and the gist of this song. And if you like what you're seeing and my style of teaching, then the full lesson is on my Patreon, link down in the description box below. And yeah, if you're here to learn and you want to learn the rest and you feel you need the guidance through it, feel free, check out my Patreon. Or if you just want to support me as a creator, Patreon is a really great way to do so as well. The baseline pledge, I think, is $4.50 a month, which is less than a Netflix subscription these days, or most subscriptions. And so, and you can also, if you're doing it to support a creator, you can also change the fund to anything higher if you feel it's worth more than that. So yeah, full lesson will be over there. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I have a goal to try and hit 10,000 subscribers this year. We're at just over 7,000 now. So it'd be really cool to hit that 10K before the end of 2025. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the lesson, like and subscribe, drop a comment down below. And yeah, if you're just sticking on YouTube, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and we'll see you next time.